So, you're a beautiful woman, an intelligent woman. You live with goodwill. You treat everybody right. Everything is going great for you. But for some reason, it's not reflected in the way men approach you. It seems like men don't approach you at all sometimes. Is it you? Is it your fault? Well, your guy Sealz the Man is here to tell you about another side when it comes to men. As you know, this channel is all about understanding the mind of men, and I'm going to tell you about the types of men that will not tell you they like you, that will not tell you that they're interested in you. And I'm gonna give you the reasons why, all right? Before I start, make sure you follow me, subscribe, like, comment, do all those amazing things, and tell me if you think this is going on inside of the heads of a guy that you know, that you think likes you, but he's just not acting on it, all right? Let's get started. So the first type of guy that will not tell you he likes you is a man who fears rejection. The fear of rejection is absolutely a terror to some men. They can't even stand the thoughts of being rejected. They can't even comprehend the thoughts of being told no. They are not ready for the heartbreak that will come after being rejected. That's how a lot of men think when it comes to rejection. And that is one of the things that hold a lot of men back, and not just relationships, but in career goals, taking risks, taking chances. That is one of the scariest things that a man encounters, and that is rejection. And I know this because I was once a guy who feared rejection. I was the young guy when I was at a party with my friends, they would be hollering at all the girls, and I would be standing there like this. If she ain't coming to me, nothing ain't happening. Cause I feared rejection. I did not like to be told no. Not in the fact that I'm having some controlling power over or anything or power tripping. It's the fact that that feeling after you get told no is not a great feeling. And then I also think when I get rejected that everyone else sees it. They're just all pointing like, ha ha ha, loser. I never wanted to be part of that show. So I know this is a struggle for a lot of dudes because he does not want to be part of that show. And he doesn't want to be embarrassed by those who may see it or hear of it. So a lot of dudes will refrain from telling you that they like you or that they're interested in you because they are afraid of rejection. Or should I say possible rejection. The next type of dude that will not tell you they are interested in you or that they like you is a man who thinks you're taken and respects it. So I had to add that respect part on it because there's some dudes out there who do not care if you are married, if you've been married for umpteen years. Some dudes don't even care if you tell them like, yo, I'm not interested because I'm in a relationship. Some dudes do not care. In fact, some dudes like that because they feel like it's a challenge to them. Nutty up here, man. But I added respect because there are men out there who thinks you're in a relationship or assumes that you're in a relationship, and they will respect that even though they still like you. So they won't tell you they like you because they don't want to be that guy. They don't want to cross lines or boundaries, and they have respect for you and yours. So a man, notice I said man, who respects your relationship is not going to tell you that he likes you because what's the point? You're already in the situation, right? That's how he's thinking. But then you have another issue with this is that some men are not good at asking questions. You'll have dudes out there who thinks you're in a relationship or assumes you're in a relationship when you're not. Another personal story of mine. I remember back in the day, I had the biggest crush on this woman. She was fine. She said all the right things. She treated me well every time I saw her. And I was like, wow, she's amazing. But I remember I used to see a ring on her finger. And I was like, oh, she's married. I'm not touching that. That's not for me. No problems here. So I never told her I liked her. And then later on, as time went by, you know, we kind of just fell out of interest. I found out that she was never married. We had a conversation and she was like, yeah, I've been single for a while or something. You just having a normal conversation. I was like, hold on, what? You've been single for a while? I was like, you were just married a few years ago. I saw the ring. And she was like, what? And she looked down at her hand. She was like, man, this ain't my marriage ring. It was on the other finger. And I realized like, wow, I'm so dumb. I was looking at the wrong finger. I wasn't looking at her marriage finger. But that's nothing happened after that. We were friends, you know, at that time, but it was just funny because I automatically assumed that she was married and taken because I saw a ring on her finger, not thinking about the actual correct finger that should have had that wedding ring. So I messed up on that. So a man who thinks you're married or thinks you're taken and respects you and your union will not tell you that he likes you, to not complicate things. All right. So the next type of man who will not tell you that he likes you is a man who lacks confidence. And I'm sure a lot of y'all have been or encountered a man with that, because there are a lot of men out there who lack confidence. We've all been at a point in our lives where we didn't have the confidence or enough confidence in ourselves, including me. But there's a difference between that and lacking confidence in showing your insecurity, showing that you don't know how to handle yourself as you are void of confidence, showing how immature you are because you have confidence. That's a different type of vibe. Dudes who lack confidence in this way spews their insecurity. They're always trying to act like something they're not, always trying to act like they have something that they don't have, always trying to show people or show off to people, acting like they have more than what they actually do. They're just not being their real selves. But the thing about confidence is it's like a battery. If you don't have that battery, you're not going to have the juice to do things like take risk. And in taking risks, a big risk in a man's life is telling a woman that he likes her. So a man who does not have confidence in himself, a man who does not have confidence in his own communication skills, a man who does not have confidence in himself so he thinks he's not worthy of this woman, is not going to tell that woman he likes her because he feels like he's not ready. I wish more men took more risk for the betterment of themselves, especially when they see a woman who he thinks will make his life better. Instead, you have a lot of dudes out here who are taking risks on things that destroys their life or makes their life worse. What's more worth it, right? If you're gonna take a risk, take it for the right thing. I wish that for all. But yeah, a man who lacks confidence most likely will not tell a woman he likes her, all right? The next type of man who will not tell a woman that he's interested in her, that he likes her, is a man who struggles with trust. A man who believes you talk too much. A man who believes you gossips too much. Because this man does not trust, he feels like if he was to get with you or even approach you, you will go around telling everybody, telling your friends, and don't let it be at a job or a workplace or church or something. He's going to feel like you're going to go around telling people because he thinks you talk too much. He knows you talk too much or gossip too much. So he's going to think, all right, if I approach her, she's going to run around yollygagging, telling people that I approached her. And I don't want that. So a man who thinks you talk too much, that you gossip too much, a man who struggles with trusting people, trusting to keep things to themselves, are not going to tell you that they like you because they feel like they're going to be a part of your next gossip. So this personally never happened to me, but this happened to a close friend of mine. He was interested in a girl at his job place. He used to come to me and tell me about her all the time. And I'm just like, bro, you might as well just ask her out. Just go. Because I'm tired of you telling me about this woman, because now it seems like you're stalking her, bro. You're scaring me. You're my friend. I want the best for you. Go, just do it, right? So he eventually did it. Fast forward a week or so, it comes to me that he approached her. So I'm like, hold on, how do you know? And then this person told me, oh, she told everybody. And everybody told everybody. And then it came back to me. It didn't come from him. It came back from somebody totally outside of this situation. And I'm just like, wow, man, why tell other people, so many people, that so-and-so approached you and is interested in you and likes you? It's just not necessary, in my opinion. And it's kind of embarrassing to the man who approached you. He didn't ask for that. He didn't ask to be broadcasted. So it's kind of disappointing. So a man who thinks you're going to run your mouth about everything is most likely not going to tell you anything. Now, this type of man who will not tell you that he likes you is an interesting type of man. And that is a man who is easily influenced by others. Yo, bro, I don't think you should mess with her. I heard she been around the block. Yo, bro, I think you shouldn't even talk to her because she talks to my man. Hey, man, I think you should leave her alone. She got an attitude problem. Yeah, blah, 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 yeah, blah, blah. He say, she say. If those things can influence a man's thinking and his decision making, if he is easily molded and influenced by what people say, he's going to take those things in. He's going to take that information in as fact. He will rather listen to other people and take what they say instead of finding out for himself because he's easily influenced. Those type of dudes are not going to tell you that they like you because so-and-so told them not to approach you. Susan told him that you talk too much. Brandon told him that you go out with his mans. This guy has no idea if those things are true, therefore possibly blocking his blessing. So dudes who are easily influenced by the words of others are highly likely not to tell you that they like you. It is what it is. So once again, I don't want you to blame yourself. I don't want you to start questioning yourself why dudes aren't approaching you, especially when you feel like you got everything going for yourself, like you're doing right, and you're wondering like, what's up? Because these reasons and these types of dudes might be the ones you're surrounded by. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will see you on my next video. Peace and blessings. Good night.